Okay, let me try to answer some of the questions, particularly question number 10 of the exercises today, December 19th. Okay, algebraic fractions. All right, so the first one will simplify this expression right here. Okay, so when you have 1 plus, let's say 2 over 3, how do you combine this? How do you combine this fraction? Okay, so you take this one here, you take 3, multiply by 1, and then you add 2. So it's 3 times 1 plus 2 all over 3, right? Okay, so the same thing we're going to do over here. Okay, keep that in mind. Okay, so we have x plus 1 over y. Okay, so I told you to rewrite this whole thing here. Write it like this. Okay, this sign becomes the division sign, use parentheses. Okay, so now x plus 1 over y will be x times y plus 1 all over y. And then here is the same thing, x times y plus 1 all over x. This is over y, okay? Now, once we do that, what do we do? KFC, keep first one, flip, change. Okay, so when you do that, you see that xy plus 1, xy plus 1, they cancel. You have x on the top here, y on the bottom. That's your answer, x over y. The whole thing reduces to x over y. You got that one? Okay, let's go to number 2. Okay, again, I say rewrite this whole thing as this. And then proceed to simplify each side. So 1 over x minus 1 over y. How do you do that? What's the LCM? LCM is x times y, right? X times y. So you take your xy and you divide it by the x, you get y. You took your xy divided by the y, you get your x. So that's simplified. Now you go over here. What's the LCM? The LCM is x squared times y squared. Okay, and then what do? X squared times y squared. When you divide it by x squared, you get y squared. You put it over here, and then x squared times y squared. When you divide it by y squared, you get x squared. Got it? Okay, pause and think about it. Okay, let's move on. So the left side is here, the right side here, you see the y squared minus x squared. Okay, that's the difference of 2 squared. So it's y minus x times y plus x. Still all over x squared, y squared. All right, so you do that. Now you go to the next step, KFC, keep, flip, change. So we keep this one, flip, this x squared, y squared goes on the top, y minus x, y plus x come to the bottom. When you do that, what happens? This y minus x cancel this one over here. Okay. What else happens? You see this x squared, y squared is the same as xy all squared. That means it's xy times xy. That's what it means, this one right here. Okay, so what happens is I have xy times xy, and I have xy down here. So what happens? It cancels. Xy cancels. What do I have? All I have left on the top is xy divided by x plus y. That's my answer. I'm done. Okay. All right, let's move on. Okay, you can pause the video, all right, rewind it, go over it. Make sure you do it yourself, okay? Do it yourself. Make sure you get the same answer. Okay, here. Okay, this thing here, y plus x plus y over x minus 1. The same thing. It's like 1 plus 2/3. You take the denominator and you multiply by this, and then you add that one. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. So it's the same thing over and over. So now we go over here. All right, we rewrite it. Okay, what do we get? We get x minus 1 times y plus x plus y right here, all over x minus 1. We do the same thing on this side, right? Take your time, be careful. Okay, now we open the parentheses. It's xy minus y when we distribute plus x plus y. Combine like terms, and you see that the y's go away. We have xy plus x over x minus 1. And on this side, the same thing, we distribute, right? If you do that, what do you have? Okay, you're going to have x minus 1 minus x minus 1. So the x's cancel. We'll be left with negative 1 minus y. That's what we have here. So negative 1 minus y, note, is the same as negative of 1 plus y, or negative of y plus 1. Take note of that. Okay? Okay, watch this and then take your time. I'm going to send you the answers, and then make sure you do this step by step. If you have to do it 10 times, master it. By all means, master it, and it will pay off. It will pay off later on. Algebra 2 pre-calculus, calculus is going to pay off. Okay, so master it now. All right, so what do we have? Xy plus x. Now keep flip change. We flip it. See this x minus 1? It goes on the top. So it goes on the top. And then the x minus 1 cancel. And then we have xy plus x over negative 1 minus x. And then I told you this negative 1 minus y is the same as negative of 1 plus y. And so look at the top, xy plus x, you factor it, x out, what do you have? 1 plus y, or 1 plus y, or y plus 1. So you have negative, okay, negative 1 over 3 is the same as negative 1 over 3 is the same as 1 over negative 3. So the negative, I put it in the middle, and then I factor out my x. I have 1 plus y divided by 1 plus y. Cancels out. My answer is negative x. All right. Let's do one more. It's the same thing over here. Okay. Take your time, right? Do it. Take your time. I've showed you. You take this one here, multiply by the 2, subtract, be careful, minus, make sure you put parentheses over here. Okay. Otherwise, you're going to get negative 1 minus 2x, and that's going to be wrong. Use parentheses. You do that, you see that 2x minus 4 minus 1 plus 2x. Combine like terms, what do we have? We have 4x minus 5 over x minus 2. You do the same thing over here, okay? So you see that x squared plus 4x plus 4, if you factor it, is x is a perfect square. It's x plus 2 all squared. If you factor it, that's what you're going to get. X plus 2 all squared means when you factor this one right here, the top, you get x plus 2, x plus 2. And then x squared minus 4 is difference of 2 squared. So it's x plus 2, x minus 2. Okay, simplify. Okay, I want to simplify. And then what? Keep flip change. That's your answer. And then finally, number 5. So here you're going to have to do this whole thing, finish it, and then come and multiply by 8xy over y minus x. Okay, so let's do that one. So I put brackets around it. Let me do that first. Okay, and then 1 over x squared minus 1 over y squared. We've done something similar to that. Okay, LCM is x squared y squared. Put it right here. Divide it, you get y squared minus c. That's you're done with that part. And then here, LCM is x times y, right? And then you divide, multiply by 2, you get 2y plus 2x. Are you with me? Okay, difference of 2 squares. Y squared minus x squared is y plus x times y minus x. Keep flip change. So xy goes on the top. 2y plus 2x is 2 parentheses y plus x. So guess what happens? This and that cancels. And then the x squared y squared, we did one earlier, it means xy times xy. So this will cancel one of them, right? And then we have xy left at the bottom. When we do that, we'll have y minus x over 2 times xy. And then we have to now multiply by what's on outside the bracket, which is 8xy over y minus x. What happens? This y minus x, they cancel. And then you have 8xy over 2xy. And your answer is 4. All that mess reduces to 4. The power of algebraic manipulations. Master it. If you have to watch this video, go over the worksheet, the answers over and over 10 times, master it until you can do it on your own. You can close your eyes and get it done. All right? Keep on practicing, and all things being equal, what do I tell you? You shall bloom. Welcome to Bloom Leadership Academy. See ya.